All right. Welcome back. This is Youth and Politics, and we were having a very interesting discussion just before we came up on air. And we're going to just bring you into it because we're talking about the youth and future of Kenya. And for this particular discussion, I have been joined by Honorable Ritimo Vitalys Ongaro, who's the president of Kenya Y254 movement, and he's got to help us dissect this. Karibu sana.
Thank you. Thank you.
Glad to have you with us.
Thank you, Sana.
All right.
Sure.
Let me allow you to introduce yourself and just for people who don't know you, tell us a bit about what you do, and especially in the movement that you're president of. Give us details of that.
Thank you for the opportunity as well. And maybe the only thing that the viewers need to hear is my voice, because she has already introduced me. Thank you for that reason. But I'm so interested for the people who doesn't know me today than the people who knows me. The way that she has said, my name is Honorable Ritimo Vitalys Ongaro. I'm the president of Kenya Y254 movement. I'm not working alone. We are working with others. We have the vice, Florence Kawira, the very strong lady as well.
Who's here in the studio with us? Yeah?
She's behind the curtain. I have as well strong boys like Collins, Mike, Mandela. There is Pili Pili. We have unique names, Alfred, Boy Child, you know, Bishop. We have even bishops here.
Okay,
so it's a wider, it's not an individual mind's way of thinking that when you see me, you think me having a big head is only my big head doing the business. There is a lot of heads within the game. And the Kenyan youth movement is a simple concern. We are not fighting anyone. We respect everyone. We respect even the devil, because the devil survives in the expenses of God. You understand what I mean? We respect everyone. So that means we are using the wisdom of God. Only God who can use your foolishness to be counted wise.
Okay.
So no blame game in Kenya Y254 movement. But our concern is the Kenya we see today, it was existing in somebody's mind. You get my point?
Tell me about it.
I am who I am because of my mind, not because of my looking. Show me your mind, I show you who
Tell
you are.
Show
Show me you are looking, I will doubt you. You get the point? So our business is, we want to appreciate everyone. We want to appreciate the history of this country. But if we ask the majority about our country, even you right now, to be sincere, what you hide is a lot than what you reveal. And what you hide is the issue here, not what you reveal to me. So we are now discussing from what you're hiding. How can we go about this? For me, I believe we were told for you to have money, you must have millions. But the rule of money doesn't agree that. The rule of money says, if I put 10 shillings here, I ask you what is that, you will say it's money. Money doesn't have discrimination like people. You say, you the president, you have a good suit, you are better than this person. Money doesn't have ranks. Only money, what is up is money, numbers to help to generate the figure. But money, the money that is small here, the higher money respect the small, because the small is the one build the higher money. So what am I saying in this case? That as Kenyan youth movement, we are calling a serious conversation in our mindset.
Okay.
I just like to use Jesus as an example. So if you are not a believer, I'm sorry. For me, I don't use Jesus because I'm a better person. Jesus said in this point that, come we reason. So the problem of this country is not even politics. It's not even churches. It's not even where the devil has put the church. The country is what are we talking to one another?
Okay. So it's the conversation.
The conversation. We need to redefine our mind. Let me tell you, the strongest man in this world, not the one who controls the economy of the world.
Who's the strongest?
The strongest man in this world is a man who knows who he is.
A man who knows who is,
exactly.
Is the strongest man.
Is the strongest man. Is a man who can do anything. The question is, if now does not exist, forget the future.
Okay.
So the future is now. So the future is not a miracle. The future is now. If I cannot be able to package now, then the future is too dark. And if the future is too dark, it means we have a lot of fear. No one respects darkness.
Okay.
So we continue glumbering. We do a lot of glumbering with our conversation. For example, I am a leader. I'm a leader. Maybe I'm so powerful than any leader in this country. Can I tell you something?
Tell me.
Thank you. Can I tell you the few something? Follow me. This is what I want you to understand. When I talk to you, you give me your ears. I talk nonsense. You will hear nonsense.
Yeah, you take in nonsense.
And then you take in nonsense. You believe nonsense. You come a nonsense. Then you start to live like a nonsense.
It becomes your reality.
Exactly. But when you hear wisdom, okay, when I talk right, you will hear right, you believe right, you start living right.
Right. So
There is no one, even a single person in this country, who we are waiting to bring a change in this country. The change of this country is us to understand who we are. What is our mandate?
Okay.
Because I can't live like an iron. An iron even sometimes lasts, but it lives for long. I need to live like a wise person, knowing today you are a lady. If I call you a old woman, you will just, even the interview may end up here because you may not control your anger. But there is a time I will call you a old lady, you will be very happy and proud of it. Why? Because time and season changes. The question is, if right now we are hopeless as a country economically, how we value ourselves, how we value our people, that means no country tomorrow, no people tomorrow. How you live, how you dress, how you think is not my business.
So, okay. I'm getting, and you're very passionate about this. You can clearly
I'm
tell.
very, very
You are
passionate
very-
because I believe that is the reason I'm in this country. And I believe this. If I live for nothing, I rather die for something than living for nothing.
Okay. Wow. That is true passion there. You'd rather live for something that, die for something that live
Living
for
for
nothing.
nothing.
That makes a lot of sense. You know, pushing us in the right direction as a country. And what you're saying is that we need to change our mindset. We need to
Exactly.
change how we view and value ourselves as a country.
Exactly.
Do you believe that that is enough to get Kenya from the state it is currently in?
Can I tell you, Kenya has nothing. Let us stop scaring people. Let us not stop scaring people because by saying like Kenya, we are in a wrong state, we are in the right state, we are what and what. All of us, we are contributing to the failure of this country because we are not taking our mantle. For example, right now, let me say you are at 30 years, for example, and I'm sorry for mentioning the age. Women, they don't get old. Like you don't get old. This is what
You
I'm
don't
saying.
get old when you're
This is what I'm
20s.
saying.
Yeah.
You are at 30 years. There is your age mate, like you are 30 years. They're contributing nothing to the country. They want the government to sympathize them. We don't have law of sympathy. We don't have law. In business, we don't have law of free things. In the country, we don't have law like, oh, the government knows I'm poor, I should not pay the economy. That is not the issue. All of us, we should change our mindset and know I'm the first person who can pay $1 billion to the tax of this country. But you cannot start a conversation if you are empty. Now, let me show you, for example. I want to give you a very practical example. When you were born, your mother, there is a girl here, there is a wife here, there is a mother here. That is how your mama viewed your world. Now, what was her business? Not to push you to be a mother, to mentor you and give you freedom. If our mind is set free, now we can stand and now understand how the system of freedom of mind works.
Okay.
And then now, when you know who you are, we can stand together and rewrite the history of this country. Let me give you an example. I want to give you an example. Here, I'm not here today to speak about any leader. I'm here to speak about the ordinary people.
The people themselves.
The people. That's why we are the people.
difference.
Our business is the people. Our concern is the people.
So don't you think that, because you have mentioned that it is us who are not contributing to the development of the country, yes? And we are complaining too much. But don't you think that the people are complaining because of the lack of the state of devastation, whereby you're not empowered enough to do what you know you are able to do, up to the capacity you have? Because we have people who are well-studied, people who have degrees, many people who have degrees, but then they don't have jobs. How are they supposed to contribute to the building of the economy if corruption is taking away from them?
You know, me, I can't mention the word corruption if I cannot define myself. You understand? Because the difference between me and somebody, now the mdosi who is in the office right now, is maybe the opportunity. He has the opportunity, me, I don't have the opportunity. The looting power is hidden in the opportunity.
So everyone can
Exactly,
loot, only that they don't have the opportunity.
I want to break it to that level. What will end the nature of corruption? Because we may be the voices of corruption. Wanasema kwa ground, what is the kwa ground mambo inasemaje? How things are, what's the voice right on the ground? Right now you are here, but if I read back of your mind, that you have like, if your book has 50 pages, like 30 pages is corruption. But because you don't have a space, people think you are the right person. We really need to be honest to ourselves. This is our country. We have a generation to live tomorrow. We need to stop talking like corners. This is what I want you to let us think this way. In terms of, this country does not, we don't need jobs.
What do we need?
Just hold on. I'm challenging your thinking.
Okay.
Because that is, you know, if you cage me, you continue telling me, this cage, you know, I forgot the key. Now don't forget the key. Let us think how to spoil this thing. Can we destroy it? Okay. We don't need jobs. We need freedom. We need freedom of thinking. Let me tell you this. Every day we are bound. We are put into cages, into bondage. I stand here and say, now listen to me wangwana. Sasa mnajui maneno. Wale watu wa pande ile na watu wa pande hii.
Yeah.
But the challenge is, these people, if they mix together, they will create a country.
They will.
Number two, we don't need, for you to know my tribe is not the game right now as how things are. For you to know my color, for you to know where I come from, where I don't come from, it's not the game. The game, we need now to have a country of ideology. But how many people respect ideology? Because we are true people, original people, but we live like artificial people. Artificial people is, you live 1 hour at a time. Not even one day, 1 hour at a time. At a time. For example, right now, I give you a good example. Can somebody, let me not use you as an example, because you are too great to be used as an example. There is a lady here, you understand?
Yes.
Can you marry a lady within an hour who knows what the lady she's all about?
You can't.
You can't. Why? Because of her values, and knows this thing doesn't operate like that. But in this country, I can manipulate you within 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You have spoiled the future.
We are flowing in that.
I don't know if it's changing you. Leave alone these people that are watching.
So I should be the first one to
Exactly.
receive the change of mindset.
Because I can see a great Kenya in you.
Okay. So it starts with me
Exactly.
as a person.
Exactly.
Okay. Right. Quite something. I hope you're being provoked by what is being said right here. And you give us your comments. What do you think about this? Talk to us at Y in the morning, Y254, and we'll get to maybe sample it if we get time. So, yeah, you are saying that it starts with a change from one person, right?
Exactly. And the change, I've been following history, but before I take you to history, let me show you something. Because for me, I'm not caged within Kenya. My mind is not surrounded within Kenya. My mind is surrounded in the world. What's the world thinking? How is the world running? But if my mind is caged within Kenya, I will talk like another Kenya. I will fight to kill, to get myself somewhere. I don't care. You understand? But let me give you an example. Serious reasoning here. That is why I've told you I will be a very nobody to discuss somebody here. In the name of a pastor, in the name of a president, a CEO, a minister. That is not our business. Our business is to discuss a true idea of this country.
Okay.
We need to understand the heart of this country. I want to give you an example. For example, I can see you are holding a phone.
Yes.
But I'm not notifying you not to touch it. You can touch it as many as you want. This phone, let us assume, what is the brand name? Let us call it an iPhone. Let me put into your level. This phone was being made somewhere. I want you to, we are reasoning. We are just reasoning. Now this phone, when it was made somewhere,
Yes.
for this company to make enough phones to supply the whole world, how many phones do they want to produce a day?
So many.
Just give me a figure, roughly. You are allowed, approximate.
If that supply all over
The whole world per day.
wow, they'll be making at least 1 million.
A million, let us put even 2 million.
2 million,
You understand?
yes,
2 million a day. So can we do the matrix and we break it down to hours? Maybe an hour, they were producing like maybe 100,000. You got the point? Now, when this person sitting somewhere, you don't know this person.
Yeah.
You don't know the color. You are interested of the idea. You see, the idea consumes tribalism.
Okay.
The idea is greater than tribalism. The idea can silence the Mzungu. Because there is people in Kenya still believes there is people who can come from somewhere having a white color to save this country. No. No, it's me and you to save this country. So I want you to see how we package ourselves. Now this phone, within an hour, somebody can produce a phone, 100,000 phones. When that phone comes like this riches in this country, you are told it's 240,000. The question is, how long do you take to get 240,000?
A long time.
A long time. You see, do you see the variation of how people packages their time? You are here making noise, so and so is good, so and so is bad. If my tribe will be there, I will be there. If this and this is there. But there is no, this country is not governed by feelings. This country is not governed by opinion. This country is not governed by what you don't want or you want. It's governed by the constitution, whether it's weak or strong. But if you ask me, from 1 to Z, our constitution is still colonial constitution. We don't have a constitution that defines who we are. But that will, let me speak this as a prophet.
Okay.
That I don't know how long it will take, but I ask God to keep you and to keep everyone who is listening to me, that Kenya will come one day and say, that man spoke.
Wow.
That our constitution is still colonial to us. It's binding us. It doesn't give us that power. It doesn't define who we are.
So how would you
I'm sure that's where I'm going.
Okay.
So this phone, when it comes here, it's 240. 240, let me take, for example, your salary is 20,000. I'm not saying your salary is 20,000. I know you want everything.
Okay.
When your salary is 20,000, how many months do you need to buy this phone?
Oh. Yes.
So, how long will it take for you to reach this person in terms of money? So which means there is an issue here on how we have packaged our currency. There is an issue here on how the system is running of currency package. Because how can you take 1 hour, you make, or how can you take 30 minutes, you make something, me I take 1 year, I buy that thing.
Wow. Time.
Colonialism must leave this country. For we are the people. We are the most wisest people in this world. And we must learn to celebrate one another. Even those, they call themselves conmen, we celebrate you. But change your conmanship into the reality, into the future.
Okay.
That is one aspect of the point. Somebody can make a Prado, a V8, you buy it at 20 million. That V8, maybe it took 2 days to make it. So is it the problem is our money, or the problem is we are putting our time, our energy in the wrong situation?
Okay.
Right now you are here. If I ask you, where are you working? Oh, my kid. Where are you working? Oh, my rent. Oh, my bills. You see how you have humbled yourself into? Subjective of issues. You don't need to work for your bills. You are far above your bills.
Okay.
I don't know if you are getting me.
Okay. It's getting more interesting with the minute.
We really need to redefine ourselves. The only favor we can do to ourselves is to start connecting. Like now we have a lot of channels in this country. And a lot of TVs. So your information, if right now a certain station is speaking about something, you will react based on what you have heard. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah.
If somebody is connecting with this channel here, Y254, you will react on what you have. So where are we putting our connection? For this country to change, it doesn't need for us to have more makeups like me or sweat like me. You understand?
Yeah.
For this country to change, it doesn't need anything. It needs first we redefine ourselves. Number one, how do we do these things? Me, I don't need jobs. Me, I don't need roads. Me, what I need is first to have respect to the people of this country, because that is the greatest asset.
Okay. So number one in redefining ourselves is for leadership to respect the people.
The institutions. For example, you can go to a certain office. You are the boss. You don't know you are the boss. You are told, give us 20 shillings for us to make that thing quick. How do you respect me? And I do pay. The system of this country, as long as you live in this country, you must pay the tax. How the system is, you must pay the tax. Why that I need to bribe you? For example, let us use a good, give me any first world country, I show you something.
US?
Exactly, thank you. Do you know if a US citizen will be killed in Kenya, even the president himself will come? Why? Because the secret, I can advise those who are in power. And I respect them. And I don't dream to be in power for now because they are in power. You understand?
Yeah.
But for me, I dream this country to change, even them to change. Who said that when I'm in power, I'm a wise person? It's not true. I need someone to help me.
Okay.
Okay? This is what I'm saying. The CEO of this country, the boss of this country, you have heard the names I've called him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I regard that, we regard him. What he needs to do, he only shares something with God. For me, I can't share with you. You own a God to the fullest. You are the asset of God, but you are not my asset. But when I come the CEO of this country, you come my asset and you come the asset of God. For me to be a CEO of this country and start seeing the currency is more asset to me, then I'm a wrong person. Then I'm in the wrong position. But a CEO is somebody who sees that the asset in my life, the wealth I have in this country is not money, but is these people. So how can I package them to generate? How can I set their mind free? So when their mind is free, it needs even me, my cue to be high. Because, for example, I can stand here and say, today I'm going to make tea. Here. No preparation. And you celebrate. Because your mindset has an issue. If you come too much, I tell you, take this 20,000. You feel now you can buy the whole Kenya. That is why I asked you a question. Can a lady be married within 1 hour? and they wed within 1 hour. So if this country will start to respect their people, how you handle your person, and this respect is crisscrossing, is not to a certain
One
point.
side,
I'm not pointing Waishimiwa. I'm not pointing Askaris. I'm celebrating everyone.
Okay.
And now that country, you know, if you feel disrespected with your colleagues, you may think to resign.
True.
So disrespect it lowers people. It lowers people emotion. It lowers people esteem. And when your emotion has been lowered down and your esteem, you are as a good person as a person who is dead. I'm telling you that. The difference with you are a dead walking, and the other one is a grave
Dead.
dead.
They can't do anything.
Are you getting the point? Are you coming?
Okay.
Are we changing Kenya together?
Wait, I'm getting you. I'm getting it.
This one you will do it in your home place.
Okay. So it really starts with us. The change that we want to see, that we have been calling for, it really starts with us changing our mindsets.
And actually, I would like for you to, we do, for example, we talk about education. I show you how people are colonized. I show you how people are misused. And that one does not need politician. I will show you how the system is off. You understand? It's like you now here, me, I'm 150 kg, sitting over you. It will never work.
It can't work.
I'm too heavy. Are we together? So what you do, if you will never think how now to carry me, you will die. Because you can call people to put some, how do we call it? To put some, you put my weight here. So it's about thinking.
Thinking ahead, how will you be able to do it?
To do things.
So how are the different sectors, as you've mentioned, how are these sectors not working for us?
I'm just trying to show you that we were told. That's the first information. Soma kijana ndio utafaulu. So what if sijasoma? Will I think about kufaulu?
So
I will not.
You think
so we are enemies to ourselves. If I tell you you are ugly, you receive it. Even if you are beautiful, you will believe. How you believe? Actually, beauty is not what we see. Beauty is the beliefs.
From the person.
Exactly. The beauty of this country is not what we are waiting people to do. It is what we believe in. Because this is what I've told you. For example, let me give you an example.
Okay.
If right now I'm vying to be a father in my house, for example. I don't want to use another. Me, I'm okay for those who are in power. So I don't want to use, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I'm vying, and I need to ask myself, where will I get money for gown? Where will I get money for ring? Where will I get money? I get up myself. So I start by putting barriers. Why don't I start by saying this wedding will be great? And that is how Kenya, we have been tamed by putting barriers. You are a great lady. Do you know why you are here? You are here because you believed you will be here.
That's true.
And I want to encourage you. Here is not the end of the story.
Yeah.
Because Kenyan Youth Movement has come to challenge you. Still believe you will be there.
So it's in the mind.
Everything. This country is the mindset. How this country was born was in the mindset. How Nairobi became a city was the mindset. But now it means we are too lazy in the mindset. So this is what I'm telling you. If somebody told you that you are not going to be married, he gives you a good reason why. My father, your mom never married. Your dad, your mom was married 1 week, was chased away. Your grandmama was, you say, okay, so if a man comes to your world, even if it's your husband, what will you see? I was told not to be married.
I will not be married.
Don't you see now you are in a cage?
It won't work for me.
It will never work for you. So not that you missed marriage. What you missed is the mindset. So are you getting the point?
Yeah.
For example, we are told a good example, tukiingia tutawapea kazi. Sawa sawa. Are we in agreement?
Yes.
And I want to remind Kenyans, you don't need to be a Mheshimiwa to have this coffee I am wearing. You don't need to be Mheshimiwa to have machine I have. You need to redefine who you are. For me, if you tell me you give me 10 million, things to be better, I will tell you, put system better. I don't need 1 million, 10 million, because I want to contribute to this country.
You want to see it become, to live to its potential.
I want to see young men marrying one another, because no marriage, our mindset is traumatized, no marriage. Our mindset is traumatized, no values. And can I shock you?
Yeah.
Values. I've shown you how even our currency is colonialized. Did you agree with me? Or I repeat myself?
I got you.
You got me. For you to get 20 million, you have broken even the curse in your own generation where you come from. You see, 20 million, for you to get 20 million. Maybe no one has ever gotten that money in your entire family. That you want to buy a car, 2 days, he made a V8 because of machines and everything. Now you give that money, which no one has gotten in your family. In exchange of?
A car that was made in 2 days.
Mister! I was to mention somebody, but I have seen you singing. So there is a lot that we need to have a conversation. We need to mature up. We need to mature up from having the sensitivity. Who are you? Oh, Ritimo. Now you search me. I don't need to come from your tribe so that I speak sense of this country.
Okay.
I don't need to. We need to mature up a little bit. We have tried it. We have tried tribalism, not working.
It's not working.
We have tried everything, right, left, and center, not working. Let me give you an example for you to know there is an issue in this country. Right now, let me assume I'm living here with my car on the high roof. Before I reach up there, I have around 10,000 people. For me as a serious person and a Kenyan, I need to hide in my car and cry. Where is the economy? If 10,000 people are with me now, who is building the economy?
Yeah.
Don't you see I'm speaking sense?
Yeah.
Don't you see a reason why we need to change? Don't you agree we need to change? And even if we don't change, the change will change the change.
Okay. Now let me ask you this question. I wish we had more time as we come to a close on this conversation. The youth.
Actually, let me tell you, I will not allow you to colonize me in the name of interviewing me.
What do you mean?
By telling me, I wish we have more time. We don't need to be on live for us to have time. The conversation must continue behind after live.
Awesome.
So time is there.
We will continue the conversation.
Time is there.
We will continue the conversation.
Exactly.
But before we go offline, then, the youths from the Gen Z protests that were there last year, and it seems like the youth have been coming together and are almost speaking one language. Here and there, sometimes they disagree, but it seems like the youths are speaking one language and they want to change their country for better. Yeah. So what would you then say they need to do in regards to this if they are changing their mindset and they now want leadership? They want to lead themselves, So what would you say?
You are a lady and I am a married man. I respect women, including my wife. So if I may be more tougher to you, don't take it personal. Kindly know that I'm talking with the regard that I respect you too much. You understand?
Go ahead.
What do you mean by speaking the one voice or one language?
By one voice, they want change. A voice of change.
Which change were you talking about?
Better leadership, better Kenya.
Good.
That is
this is what I want to tell you. And with the regard of Gen Z, me, I'm a millennial, I'm not a Gen Z for now. But even when I was a Gen Z, go back to my archives, we did things. You see, this kind of seed has not started today. And thank you for contributing to change lives of Kenyans. Because for me, I'm not here by saying, send me, that is what we call pressing pattern. I see your M-Pesa, I send you this and this. No. You don't need M-Pesa. You have money, but you don't realize you have money because of your mindset.
Okay.
I'm going to say two things. I've been following history to understand what is all about history. History after history, history after history, leader after leader, a leader killing, sweeping the whole country, Idi Amin, whatever, what forces this person to do this and that. I've come to realize one thing. Change has never been brought by strong men in terms of economy. Strong men in terms of how we call them. You know, right now you can call somebody a strong man because you have seen him with a chopper.
Yeah.
You understand? I want to encourage you. I can have a chopper, but I'm still stupid upstairs. That is, you don't need to understand. You don't need to credit me because I have a chopper. We are silencing the best mind of this country in the name of materialistic. You are a smart girl, the way you are interviewing me. But you say, me, I don't have a car of that guy. So this guy is always better. Who told you for me to have a car? I'm better than you. The time has come, Kenyans. We are the people. We need to respect every thought of this country. We need to give a chance every thought and every dream in this country. No matter it comes from a minor tribes, need a chance of this country. What we are after is not a minor tribe, is the ideology. Show me the ideology, we support you. I want to address the new Kenya, that the change is now, not tomorrow. Now I come to your point about the Gen Z. Don't feel that I've forgotten. For Gen Z to do what they did, it doesn't scare me. It doesn't scare me. I'm sorry to you guys. I'm sorry. What you did was a mess in this country.
Okay.
How is it a mess? Better the end of something than the beginning of
something.
Show me that change. Show me the result. Right now, there is a certain lady who brought, let me tell you, the goodness about God, nature is nature. If you are a poor lady in terms of poor, how we define poor in this country is you cannot do this, afford that. But you call me poor in a poor economy country. So who is poor than who? You want to call me poor in a poor economy country? How will I accept to be a poor person? Why did the economy is poor? Even if when I am rich in your interpretation, I'm still poor because I've shown you how our currency is colonized. How will I reach somebody who makes billions of money within an hour? Me, I take 10 years to buy what he has produced. How will we compare with that person? You are rich because you compare yourself with that poor person. So you are the poor number one, I'm the poor number two. So the poor compares with the poor.
Okay.
I don't know if you understand that language.
Yeah. Getting you.
So the Gen Z, the dream was very simple. What were they fighting for? Do you know, even if we say this economy, this, that, what we need first is life. For us, everything to make sense. Do you know right now we are doing this? If you faint here, the interview will end. I will forget that I'm live. I will just say, oh, wow, bring the car, bring what? What does that mean? Health is so powerful. How many young people died? If they were true, genuine guys, they were for a call. How can you lose life to fight for life? Why don't you protect life first? Gen Z, you want to tell me you are a Gen Z, you have a whole mind, I agree with you. How can you be a Gen Z who should come with a new ideology to bring a liberation in this country? You are a young person using old ideology, which makes me to doubt that that idea was not theirs. Because if it was their idea, it will be still continuing up to date. We have a conversation with Gen Z. We need a conversation. Challenge me, I challenge you. That's the Kenya we want. But I cannot agree with you blindly. The future is so dark. The more you challenge me, I challenge you, the future will continue to enlightening itself, until the light will be seen.
Wow, okay.
Do you know what I'm doing? I'm fighting for your kid. Are you going to be a mother or you are one?
I'm going to be
that
one.
I'm fighting for that kid. Right now you are carrying in your knees, you are carrying doctors, you are carrying what? But they will be doctors for no good reason. I don't know if you
Okay.
are, don't see me here, see us the future. And the conversation will never end with me, it will continue. For the time for this country to stand like this by their own feet, it's
Ooh.
now.
Okay. It's getting
You can
hotter.
kill the messenger, but you cannot kill the message. So don't scare anyone.
Okay. You can kill the messenger, but you cannot
Don't kill the message.
the message. This is profound, and we'll have to stop here for now from the live one, but the conversation continues on social media. Keep this going because it has just begun. We are continuing this conversation. With us, you can come chat with us at Y254 channel. The hashtag remains to be Y in the morning. Thank you very much, Honorable Ritimo Vitalis Ongaro. We appreciate your words of wisdom in this particular topic. Great. So we're going to take a short break and then we'll be right back with another discussion on MCM. So stick with us.